What's going on, everyone? John Matrix here. Hope you're all having yourselves a wonderful day wherever you're at, whenever you're watching this. So, if you've been around the channel for a while, you know that I'm a big fan of the Souls series, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Sekiro, etc., etc. I love those games from FromSoft. I love the universes, love the lore, etc., etc., and I've been enjoying playing Night Rain, since its release. And it has, given me the itch to want to go back through and play, through the Dark Souls games again. So, it's been giving me the itch to go through the lore of the Dark Souls series. And of what other better, Persian channel, etc., to go through the Dark Souls lore than VaatiVidya. That's what he's famously known for. Built his channel and content off of doing lore for the FromSoft Souls games. So we're going to go through and check out his Prepare to Cry series here for Dark Souls 1. If you are interested, I probably will be doing a Souls-a-thon at some point in time in the near future here on the channel, both here on, my YouTube channel and on Twitch, whichever you prefer to watch on. So if you want to come and hang out and watch me stream, playthrough of Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and probably throw some Bloodborne in there at the end, because that is my favorite game, then, feel free to hit the sub button and, notifications, etc., to know when, I go live to do that. Or you could follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/JohnMatrixTV. But regardless, I'm looking forward to going through here and checking out, some of the old lore from the original games here. So we're going to be starting off here with Pinwheel. We're going to go through his Prepare to Cry playlist series here, which I will link down below in the description, as always, to both VaatiVidya's channel, and I will link his playlist to his Dark Souls 1 Prepare to Cry series here, because that's what we're going to go through first. And the first video here is about Pinwheel, one of the easier bosses, if not arguably the easiest boss in Dark Souls, potentially even in all of the From games. I don't know, we'll see, but let's check out his lore. So we're going to jump into this here again. This is Dark Souls story, Pinwheel from VaatiVidya. Let's go.
Pinwheel the Necromancer, who stole the power of a Gravelord, a mother, a child, and a father, all fused into one form. His tale is one of guilt, regret, and a desperate desire to fix his mistakes. Death masks are mementos of the dead, representing the wearer before they passed away. Mask of the Father. This mask, belonging to the valiant father, represents great burden and equipment load.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember there's three. I swear there were 4 masks, actually, but maybe I'm thinking of Dark Souls 2 and the Crowns. I don't know. Anyway.
Father made a mistake, and he carries that burden with him. It's literally a constant weight upon him.
Yeah.
Mask of the Child. This mask, belonging to the naive child, represents the limitless energy and stamina of youth. Mask of the Mother. This mask, belonging to the kindly mother, represents the life-giver and her vitality. A long time ago, something happened to this family, and they were brought together through necromancy. The father bears the weight of his wife and his child on his back, a family woven together to become Pinwheel. It seems as if, in another time long past, the human mother and child died tragically, and the father was overcome by grief.
Yeah.
Without family, it is said that man is alone in the world. But he was valiant, and in his desperation to be reunited with his family, he took great risk to steal power from a Lord of Death, Nito.
And I mean, right, like, you got to think about the setting too, right? We're in Dark Souls setting, where like people are going hollow and things are just bad and just not getting any better, so it's like, did his wife go hollow? Was it a situation where maybe she died in birth with the child or something like, who knows? It seems like maybe that wasn't the case. Like maybe the child was around beforehand and at some point in time, maybe they got sick and died. Who knows? I don't know if there's any kind of more depth to what happens behind this, but I mean, yeah, he seeks the power of necromancy to bring them back to life. And I would assume the ritual went wrong in some way, or the fact that he, used the power of Nito here, and maybe Nito was upset with him ended up getting punished, and the three of them got fused together into one being.
With this power, he attempted necromancy, reviving the corpses of his wife and child. But something went wrong. In his desperation to be reunited with his family, his necromancy backfired and the family became whole. A mother, child, and father, reunited in a physical, grotesque form.
Kind of sounds like, you know, how in D&D with the wish spell, you have to be very specific in how you word things, otherwise the DM can interpret things in a way to mess with you, right? That sounds kind of like what happened here. He wanted to be reunited with his family, and so in his wording of the ritual, the reuniting of his family was them literally being united together in one being.
Pinwheel. In his current form, Pinwheel resides in a crypt, filled with his tireless efforts at necromancy and revival. The creature is still sane and continues to devote itself to experimentation and research into necromancy. But why? Well, the corpses of the mother and child were restored, but at what cost? They live on as an abomination.
But at what cost?
The only thing Pinwheel has managed to do so far is split itself into various forms, which are dumped and discarded at the entrance to Nito's tomb. Assumedly, Pinwheel is trying to split itself into separate beings so that the father, the mother, and the child can be properly restored as was originally intended. But nothing works. For some reason, his crypt is open when you meet him. Imagine how shocked he must be to see an intruder after all these years. Someone who would interfere with his attempt to make things right. Who knows how close he was to success? How close he was to fixing his mistake?
Well, and I mean, they were the Paraplyclus, and yeah, okay. And I mean, who also knows how maybe death would be a reprieve for him? You know what I'm saying? Like, could very well be a situation where once we kill them, they're released from that torment, and, you know, who knows in the Souls universe world if there is some kind of afterlife for them, you know, where they could be together. Who knows? But I mean, yeah, most stories in the Dark Souls games universe are pretty tragic ones, and this is definitely a tragic tale of a man who lost his family somehow, sickness, maybe they got hollowed, maybe, you know, she died giving birth, etc. And through his desperation sought the means of necromancy, and through a botched ritual, you know, was reunited with his family, but not in the way he intended. So, tragic story of Pinwheel. Links down below as always in the description to the original video. I'm probably going to put the link to the playlist instead of just to this individual video, so you can go through there and check out the entire playlist. But please do me a favor, go over there, give this video a like, check out VaatiVidya's channel. I mean, if you haven't heard of him, he's made a lot of great content for all the Souls games. If you ever want to, you know, catch up or go back and look through the various lore from all the Souls games, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and of course Elden Ring is now ongoing. And I think he just put out a video for Night Rain, and he's going to be doing some more Night Rain lore. So that's also pretty intriguing to see what kind of lore can be found, you know, brought up through Night Rain. But yeah, check out his content, man. Hit that sub button on his channel. He's got a Patreon. I know he's got a lot of great artists that he commissions to do a lot of great art stuff through his Patreon. So check out his stuff, give him some support if you want to. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video of mine, you know, consider leaving a like and a sub. It helps me and the channel grow. Lets the YouTube algorithm gods know that you enjoy this kind of content and you want to see some more of it. If you'd like to join us when I do these reactions live with my YouTube members, there is a join button underneath the video, as well as a link in the description to the YouTube members and benefits that I have to offer. So if you want to take support to the channel to the next level, check all that out and see if any of it would have any interest for you. Regardless, I just appreciate you watching the video here. Thank you for watching. If you're still out here to the very end, it means a lot. And yeah, hope you're having a wonderful day. We'll see you on the next one.